You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. In today's game, we have a matchup of two top-shelf wide receivers. It's Jordy Nelson going up against Dez Bryant.
Larry, we find ourselves right in the center of the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex in Arlington and AT&T Stadium. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D, as their guys will do battle with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Now the first carry for Ty Montgomery. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Touchdown, Packers. Ty Montgomery, 77 yards. And the Packers have taken the early lead. The first play from scrimmage? Some of these people haven't even taken their seat.
That's what is commonly known as a fast start. That's what my horse racing friends would say. They caught a flyer out of the gate, and guess what? They're in the lead now.
Crosby on now to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he is going to be brought down at the 3-yard line.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
Prescott on first down. And now Prescott is going to be taken down. He couldn't get away, and that's a safety. So troubles here offensively. I tell you, the noise in this dome, that has got to make it harder for these guys to hear.
Sometimes I find myself shouting up here. But you're right. If you can't communicate well or get off the snap count properly, it can cause big problems, and this qualifies as a big problem.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. Shift together here from the D-line. They go play action here on first down. Try to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
This is such a good read defensively. They know that this offense is going to try to get the ball to their playmaker in space. So what do? They crowd him and send bodies at him. And this one winds up being intercepted.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. It's a 14-yard pickup, but it'll still be second down. That's a matchup maybe they go back to their outer third of the field as this game continues.
Yeah, I think back to my high school coach, John Ford. He used to say when we got big plays early in a game or good plays, he'd always say, foul it away, lad, foul it away, because he'd want to come back to it later in a key situation. They may come back to this one a little more often than that.
Didn't he say laddie or did he say lad?
Yeah, it just depended on what he was feeling at the moment.
Okay, I thought that was the guy you told me about that used to say laddie a lot.
Laddie, when you heard laddie, he was usually in a pretty good mood. Lad,
Now a play fake here on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Morgan Burnett, and he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
To Montgomery to begin the drive. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. For Ezekiel Elliott last week against Denver, arguably his worst game as a pro. 9 carries, just 8 yards.
And the standard that he sets is so much higher, not just in the yardage, but in how he plays. Because one of the things about him coming out of Ohio State was how hard he played the game, even if the ball wasn't in his hands. And that was not that type of a game that he had against Denver. Let's see if he can bounce back moving forward, because you know Dallas wants to feed him the football and control the game with his running.
Flushed out right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Devon House. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
They'll start on the ground with Montgomery, and they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. Able to bust through the tackle, but not much to show for it. Still inside the 5. 2 yards gets them back to where they started, but now 3rd and 10. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. On 3rd down, they go Montgomery. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
How about the fellas with the stars on the side of their helmets rising up on defense? We always hear about the Cowboys' rushing offense. Their rush defense is pretty good as well, I think, because they're so cohesive. Defensive line, linebackers really work well together.
And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. So as they take it over, we step aside. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
Hey, 50. 3-9. Box it. Gun. Shift. Over. Slam. Kill. Over here. Kill. 3-19 and on.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now Rodgers. He's got his target. It's Cobb. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of the...
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. Over here.
On 1st down, Rodgers. He completes it to Jordy Nelson. Jordy Nelson all by himself. Touchdown, Packers. Jordy Nelson, 72 yards. And the Packers add 6 to their lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
And his kick is good. Crosby on now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down right around the 26. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. Forced out to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jake Ryan able to get in there and take him down for a loss of 3. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. Flush to his right. Complete to Jason Witten. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Dak finding his tight end Witten, and the Cowboys have a first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Watch tight.
third down, it's Prescott. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. A Dallas first down. Prescott hooking up with Beasley.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you're doing like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a third interception in half number 1. Looking to throw. Prescott. Man open left side. It's Williams. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. A minute 58 to go in this first half of play. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. Already a pair of third down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this third down try. Prescott yet again. Eluding the pressure right. He completes it to Bryant. Touchdown, Cowboys. Des Bryant, 47 yards. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Right there. 54 miles. Wide left. Pick it up. It's out of time, guys.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Ty Montgomery, 77 yards. And the Packers are able to strike quickly for 6. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. Crosby on now to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Being chased out left. And on the left side, he's got Witten. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks at the 28. A gain of 6 there on first. Prescott urging his guys to go quickly. They need to get up and set. Prescott now on second down. Steps away to his left. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it and run time, and he picks up a first down.
Throwing, Prescott. It's caught on the right side, Williams. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. A first down throw for Prescott. He hits Beasley right side. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be rude.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Mike Daniels. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The Cowboys on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Prescott. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it. Prescott to throw on 4th. Buying time to his left. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Jason Garrett might be wanting to reconsider the decision to go for it there. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. Rodgers handing to Montgomery. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. A final shot before half for Rodgers. Lets it go for Nelson. And this one is incomplete. So 2 quarters. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But
this is
you're going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive, and we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
First down, Prescott. And this one caught by Beasley. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Defensively, they just lost him. He was waving his arms saying, I'm wide open. They found him.
Yeah, and it's so interesting about when a receiver starts to wave his arms because some guys right off the line of scrimmage, they declare themselves open. You know, those guys throw the one arm up, hit me right now. In this case, he was so wide open that he was frantically trying to get his attention to make sure he got the football. And then I'm sure his only thought when the ball was in the air, don't drop it. Had too much time to think.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is because you got to get his attention because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Dancing to his left. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Second and goal to go now. On the counter, Elliott. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys cut into that lead. That's up and good. It's 22-14. Still just a 2-score game in the third quarter, but they're going to go onside kick here anyway. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. I know they're down, but starting the third quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen, steal a possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Forced out to his left. And now he'll let this one go deep. Back. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Randall Cobb, 42 yards. And the Packers add on to their lead. And the lead is up to 15 now. Crosby on now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
On 1st and 10, Prescott being chased and in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Nick Perry leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6.
Let's go, D. That's what I'm talking about, D. That's what I'm talking about. What's tight end? 3 down.
A second down throw for Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. And the pressure gets to him again. Jake Ryan in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Here we go. Wide in. Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. And they can't bring him down. And he finds his man. That's Butler. It's a gain of 24 that time. And it'll be a Dallas 1st down.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Back now in Arlington.
Check 4. Here we go. Wide in. Check. Punch it.
Prescott on 1st down. Flushed out right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was looking for Terrence Williams that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Watch right. We got right. Here we go. Wide in. Strip the ball. Strip it.
They'll throw again. Prescott. Caught left side, Williams. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Going right side, he has Winton. And he is out of bounds, just a yard or two shy of the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver, and on that play, it was batted down.
And on 2nd and 10 now.
Here we go. Go to 54. Wide in. Kill. Switch gears.
And again, it's Prescott. This will be caught inside the 10. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line. 23 yards on the play. To the air again, Prescott. Flush to his right, and he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dak Prescott, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. And now in a 9-point game, they'll still just need to go for 1 here. And it's good, so that will get them back within 1 score. Bailey now to kick this one away. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And the slot man goes in motion left. The toss play to Montgomery. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. The slot man in motion right. And the play clock's running down. And with the play clock about to expire, Mike McCarthy's going to take a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And a long way to go for the offense here on 2nd down. A play fake to Montgomery. Now Rodgers. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Jalen Smith coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. He'll rifle this one deep right side. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the 4th quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. The Packers go for it. Rodgers steps away to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Kenny Clark in there to record another sack, their 6th of the afternoon. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott sliding out of the pocket. And he's got some space here. Space to run past the 20. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the 1st, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And, of course, the quarterback in this situation, he's realizing time is becoming a factor. Let's see if they can get some points on the board here late. This is Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And now the Cowboys are within a 2-point conversion of tying up the game. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
Single receiver
Now a whistle and a timeout defensively. Trying to stop it, and they do with 2 seconds to go prior to the 2-minute warning. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Prescott. And this is incomplete. And the failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
Well, for a second there, I had flashbacks to a few years ago, the NFC Championship game for the Packers, but here they're able to hold on.
And many things changed in Green Bay after that game. Personnel, people coaching, the whole deal. And in this case, they get it done. No fail like they had in Seattle.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. And this is the 10th carry for Ty Montgomery. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. Down right around the 25. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Hey, 88. Check 3. Quick, Jim.
Rodgers throwing here. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And they do stop him, but he takes it all the way to the 2. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. They'll run for it with Montgomery. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Crosby on now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game.
Field right. Push him back.
Now Prescott. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. One last shot now for Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. Now a desperation throw. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long from Big D.